Hi everybody, it's Paula here. I'm going to show you kind of my all-time favorite go-to warm-up slash cool down slash easy practice that you can fit in at any part of your day to just increase some flexibility, feel a little bit looser and more comfortable in your body, and hopefully gain a little bit of strength to support you in whatever other physical activity that you're doing throughout your day. So if you like more of this, let me know, comment. Hopefully you can use this before or after other workouts or other practices, just to feel better in your day. Of course, this is only meant as a guide, so before you start any exercise, please contact your healthcare provider and know that this is all at your own risk. When you're ready, join me, find a little corner of your house, a little sticky mat to settle in on. Close down your eyes, begin to breathe. And if easy cross-leg positions straight on the ground does not work for you, grab a pillow or a block or a bolster or something to put under your hips just to raise the earth up a little bit so you can have your knees and hips closer to one line. Sit yourself up as tall as you can, automatically feeling the belly button hugging in just slightly to give you that support as you breathe. Paying attention to your breath and noticing that just by paying attention, your breath moves more freely, you feel more relaxed, you feel more aware of the type of breath that you should be taking, the breath that you require in this moment. Thank yourself for taking this short time just to move, just to feel healthier, to feel more well. And maybe give yourself another intention, a thought to focus on as you move. Inhale to reach your arms up and overhead. Stretching the fingers out nice and tall, lifting out of the sides of the waist. Exhale, twist to the right side. Hands just fall in front of and behind you. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, twist the other way. Being careful that you're not pulling yourself over, you're just letting it happen naturally. Inhale to center. Exhale, reach forward as far as you can. Hands just fall down. Your chest reaches forward first, the head and neck, shoulders will follow. Inhale to sit yourself up and switch the cross of the legs so it's the opposite way that feels natural to you. Inhale, lift up again. Long sides of the waist. Exhale, reach forward, fold, any amount. Inhale to sit yourself up and we'll find tabletop. So when you're doing cat-cow, make sure that you keep the belly button pulled into the spine the entire time, keeping your core engaged. Inhale, lift up the chest, head and neck, lift the tailbone. Exhale, round, press into the ground really strong to lift your upper back towards the ceiling. Inhale, lift, core stays engaged. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift up, chest reaches forward just as much as it drops down. Exhale, round. Tuck the tailbone under as you press your belly button in towards your spine. One more. Good. Neutral spine. Keep your gaze down right in front of your hands and inhale, kick that right leg back. Try to keep your hips level and your toes pointed down. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose. A little bonus core strength as you step that foot all the way through. Now, since we're on that back knee, you can always double up your mat or get a cushion or something underneath you for some support if that doesn't work for you. Reach the chest forward. Try to lift your upper body away from that front leg. And then send the hips forward as they go down. For extra stretch, you press into the top of that back foot. Making sure that you also keep your knees stacked over your ankle as best you can. Toes are pointed straight forward. On your next breath, stretch your hips back, straightening your front leg as much as you can, half split. So if you're tight in their hamstrings, this might be intense for you. So you can come up here, or you can use some stools or some blocks beside you to lean on. Straightening that front leg as much as you can. Now it shouldn't be locked out, shouldn't be totally straight. Have a slight bend, and then pull the toes back to make your stretch bigger. And if that's still not enough, you reach the chest forward and lower it down closer towards your leg. Lots of ways to make a stretch bigger, lots of ways to make it smaller. Important that when you're doing any stretching routine that you make sure you're not focused on reaching a certain point on your mat. You're not focused on creating a certain shape. You're focused on your stretch. Inhale yourself forward. Switch sides. So kicking that left leg back. Find that reach. Exhale, knee in. Bring the knee forward. Doubling up the mat again if you want that paddle. So when we're talking about creating a space in a muscle or around a muscle group, you really want to focus on whatever muscle you're stretching at any given time. So right now we're on the hip flexor, front of that right hip. Make sure you're really focusing on that space in order to get the best stretch for you in that area. Every other stretch is kind of secondary. Everything else is bonus. Give yourself the focus you need to achieve your goal. Stretch it back, half split. Again, touching the ground and dropping your upper body down is not the first and foremost. Really pull that left hip back. Maybe even bring your hand there to pull the hip back so they're level. Straighten the leg as much as you can. Pull your toes back towards you. That's really where the magic of the hamstring stretch comes in. Relax the muscles that don't need to work. Your face, your jaw, the back of your neck. Keep your chest reaching forward. Keep your mind clear of I can't or I'm not able to. Clear your mind of the narrative that you're not flexible or you're not strong, because those things simply are not true. Maybe they were true yesterday, but they won't be true today. Bring yourself out of it. Come on around. And we'll take just a modified sun salutation here. So on the knees, inhale yourself forward into a kneeling plank. Chest reaches forward, belly button to spine. Elbows go straight back. Hug your waist, lower all the way down. Inhale, roll the shoulders back. Baby cobra, lift your chest, lift your gaze. Exhale, lower down and shift yourself back to a child's pose. Now child's pose can be knees together or wide, you choose. Maybe your hands are under you for support. Maybe they stretch forward. From here, ground your hands down nice and secure. Tuck your toes under, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Now, depending on when you're using this, down dog can be really mild or really intense. So just be patient, whichever version you're working with today. Maybe take some bend in the joints, shake the head out. And then give yourself a slow walk up to the top of your mat. As many steps as you need to get into forward fold. I like to have my feet hip distance apart. And then really just let the upper body drop. Let the head and neck drop. Give yourself time to open through the backside of your body. Take a soft bend in your knees. Roll yourself up, one vertebra at a time. Keeping strength in your legs, strength in your glutes. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Open your chest. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale it all out. If you're using this as your warm-up, you're ready to go. You're ready to take some movement. If you're using this as your cool down, try to find a reclined position, somewhere you can relax, or maybe another child's pose, just to settle yourself down, settle yourself in. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice. To close, we bring the hands together at the third eye center, reminding us to have clear and loving thoughts. We bring the hands to the mouth, reminding us to speak clear and loving words, and bring the hands to the heart, reminding us of our clear and loving intentions. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste.